And here we go, just a few days away from the Denver Broncos' first preseason game of the year. We got one of the most exciting practices yet for the offense. We saw a nasty one-handed touchdown grab through, contact with a rookie wide receiver. We also got to see another quarterback throw 3 touchdowns in one team drill period. It was a very fun day, and in this video, we're going to cover everything you need to know about today's practice, who stood out, and maybe who you should be looking forward to seeing in their first preseason football game. Before we jump into the video, I want you guys to do me a favor and comment down below 2 players that you think could potentially break out for the Broncos this season, one on offense and one on defense, but also, more importantly, go give a follow to all of the Broncos media members. You're going to see 3 names at the top left of your screen, but there's also one more that you guys would be foolish not to follow. His @ on X is Mile High Ronin. Again, Mile High Ronin, Ronin, guys. Highlights for almost every single play. Please go follow him on X right now, because I guarantee you, you will not regret it. With that being said, let's kind of dive into the video and talk about all the news, notes, highlights, observations from today's practice. So the quarterback, I should say, who threw 3 touchdowns during 7-on-7s was no other than Zach Wilson, man. Now, I got a comment the other day talking about I don't talk enough about Zach Wilson, and you know what, that was more me just kind of figuring out that he was probably the 3rd on the depth chart when it came to the chance of being the day 1 starter. But I want to give credit where credit is due, and it's not at all that Zach Wilson has been bad. I just feel like Bo Nix and Jarrett Stidham have been really good so far. But today was Zach Wilson's day. 3 touchdowns during 7-on-7s. Had Tim Patrick for a 25-yarder. Had Javonte Williams for an 18-yard touchdown. And then Brandon Johnson for a 10-yard touchdown as well. And you know what's crazy is during those 7-on-7s, Jarrett Stidham and Bo Nix actually didn't even have a touchdown. So a big jump up in the right direction for Zach Wilson. Definitely a good day for him. Now, defensively, there were a couple of guys that really started to stand out. One being Baron Browning. The dude was having an incredible day, had a potential strip sack, and then a TFL on back-to-back plays. Baron Browning, in my eyes, is going to be one of the most disruptive edge rushers in the NFL next year. I think he's, in line for a massive season. And when we talk about breakout or potential breakout players for this season, Baron Browning is on the top of my list. This dude has just been really, really good so far, and I'm excited to see what he can do this season. We also saw Jaleel McLaughlin take a handoff to the right side and was completely blown up. And then, next play, cut one back across the field and then took it about 20 yards. So Jaleel McLaughlin does have a lot of bursts, right? But the defensive line continues to make it tough for him to go anywhere. One play, he does get a nice little run. Bo Nix also hit Blake Watson for a touchdown in team drills today. That was really good to see. Bo Nix really going through his progressions very quickly and very decisive with the football, which is something you need to see out of a quarterback. I thought Bo Nix looked pretty good today in a couple of different individual drills. There's also a DB to me that stood out in today's practice. Had a really good PBU versus Little Jordan Humphrey. Before we get into that, though, I need you guys to do me a favor. Hit the like button, but more importantly, subscribe to the channel if you're new, guys. It is free. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. And get this, we're going to be live streaming this Broncos, their first preseason game, on my Twitch. If you want to watch the game with me, react to it, break down the film in live time, follow my Twitch. Link will be in the description, or you can find it at Matty Dubs with 3 S's. But not only that, we're going to be breaking down the film of Bo Nix, of Jarrett Stidham, of Zach Wilson, of whoever it may be, the defense, individual film. We're going to look at the all 22 coaches film and break down those for you as well. Join the family if you haven't already done so. And with that being said, let's kind of dive back into the video a little bit. Dude, I'm super excited for their first preseason game. I've already locked in some bets on Underdog Fantasy for Bo Nix. Dude, I think he's going to play a ton. If you guys want, also, check out the link in the description. They're going to give you free money if you sign up with my code. Here we go. Let's get back to the video. So, like I said, a pair of sacks for Baron Browning off the edge, a big TFL. That was good to see. Now, Devon. Devon Vele, I don't know how to say his name. Bear with me here, guys. Someone comment down below right now so I can figure it out. I think it's Vele. But whatever it is, this dude had one of the most amazing catches I have seen in a long time. Jarrett Stidham drops back in the pocket. We got a nice little corner route by Devon. Basically gets to the corner of the front pylon and makes an insane one-handed snag over the defender in coverage. I mean, this was probably one of the craziest things I've seen in a long time. It was against PJ Locke as well. You know, Devon is going to be a big-time player for this team. And listen, I cannot believe this dude caught it. I really can't. A lot of people were just shocked about it. Then Stidham again, next play, drops back in the pocket and finds Marvin Mims in the end zone for a touchdown. And then the next play, Nate Adkins had a touchdown as well. But the reporters are saying that it most likely would have been a sack on the play. Other than that, Jarrett Stidham was 4 for 4 with 4 touchdowns during his goal line period. That is amazing. Amazing to see. Beautiful by that. Couple of would-be sacks potentially. There's that. We also had Jaleel McLaughlin. He had a really good day today. Alex Singleton getting into the backfield, having some what would be probably some big hits on the football field. We talked about Zach Wilson getting some big-time touchdowns. Talked about Jarrett Stidham. I always keep saying Jarrett Wilson. Jarrett Stidham getting some big touchdowns as well. But overall, today was a really good practice in red zone drill. Stidham had 3 or 4 touchdowns, depending on the sacks, whatever you want to call it. Zach Wilson had 1, and Bo Nix had 0. I would say Jarrett Stidham had the better red zone period, but I think Zach Wilson had the better overall day when you look at what he did during those 7-on-7 team drills as well. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. But also, make sure you guys comment as well the couple of players that you are most excited to see during the preseason, whether it be a rookie, a second-year player, a veteran, because when I look at this list, obviously you can start with Bo Nix, right? But if you want to get a little bit more in-depth or deeper into the lineup here, I'm really excited to see, one, Greg Dulcich. I think he's someone that could take a major jump up this year. Obviously, Devon is someone I'm excited to see. The rookie running backs could be interesting as well. But defensively, it's more about Jonah Ellis for me. I'm excited about Jonah Ellis as a backup edge rusher behind Jonathan Cooper and Baron Browning. You also have Nick Benito as well. I don't think he practiced today, but he's another guy I'm excited for. Riley Moss, can he win that number 2 job? You obviously have Chris Abrams-Drain and Damari Mathis as well. So very excited to see who can win in some of these more specific, camp battles. You also have Reese Taylor, who I didn't mention it, but he had a really big-time PBU today. So that was good to see. So let me know what you guys think, man. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, and I'll see you in the next Denver Broncos update. Peace.